ओ बेटा, ओ बेटा।
Iss Taraf. I loved this piece. This was so well thought out and really impactful. I love that we really got to feel the environment. We got to feel the oppression of the environment, what it felt like to live in their body, in this world not presenting in the way, or the world not seeing them as they felt inside. From the microaggressions to the other glances, how genderized the environment was, and facing these almost felt like mini battles throughout, so that when the the slap happens and the running out of the bus, there was so much freedom and abandon and a recklessness, and it felt like this heart soaring moment. What great cinematography, so well executed, and the actor had that lovely rise that we got to celebrate with. So then when that final hit happens of the being separated by gender in the hallway, it hit me so much harder. We had that massive fall to take with the actor, and I'll be thinking about this piece for quite a while. I'm really impressed. So congrats to the entire team, and brilliant performance from our lead.
This film is about this transgender guy's identity, and it begins very liberating. I love when he leaves the bus, so ecstatic, and it feels very emotional to watch. Like he finally felt like himself. Or not felt like himself, but felt like the world viewed him for who he is. And then the moment that he gets called ma'am was just such a gut punch. It feels like back to square one, and it's just it's a real issue that a lot of trans people have today. And I think it's funny that even though the girl slapped him, I think he said, he was so happy because somebody saw him for him, if that makes sense. I think this film was very cinematic, and I love the artsy camera shots and the music sequence. It was a little bit experimental in those moments, and I think it was a very high quality film. The concept was very simple, so it was easy to understand, especially because there wasn't a lot of words, but we still got the point. And yeah, the intent was really clear, and it made the message more powerful.
I really liked Iss Taraf. I thought the acting was phenomenal. I thought it said a lot. I thought the acting and directing was phenomenal in the way of like it said a lot without saying much dialogue, like only dialogue when it was needed, absolutely needed. Um, I thought it was really clever of way showing the different ways in society that gender is like like expressed and like how that affects different parts of society, like when she like when she slapped him, like when she went to the or when he went to the when it was like gents, ladies, just all the different ways that like society like uh splits up gender and how that can affect you if that's an issue for you. You know, I thought it was really clever in the ways that it showed that is my point. Um, I thought it was also emotional, garnered empathy, uh, which that's what film is for. So great job.
What we find in this short story really is our main character taking a trip to the movies, and what we find it to be so raw and falling into this world and just sharing this moment with our lead character. We're finding that there might have been a situation where they are actually being seen for the way that they want to identify. And so in this moment where this character gets slapped in the face for a complete misunderstanding is something that the bus ends up, knocking someone into someone, and in response they get slapped because, the female in front of them feels that this person is trying to cop a feel perhaps on a stranger, and even though that it was a mistake, this character sees this sense of happiness because for once they are actually seen for who they really are, and you see this character be enlightened and boosted by joy to the sense of feeling so much joy they end up running to go meet their friend at the movies, and not only running to go see them at the movies but even voicing and talking up the fact that they were just slapped in the face. And so you see that even though it was a misconception, they were still finding a way to be seen.